The following is a get ready with me using the Pat McGrath Labs, the Mothership Subliminal Platinum Bronze, and this is what I have. If you want to see what I did in order to get this look, please keep on watching.
Okay, so this is what the palette looks like when you open it, and there are the colors, and they are really, really beautiful. So there they are without the plastic. And okay, the first color that I'm going to use is going to be Telepathic Taupe, and it's like a kind of like a lighter, kind of like a beige color. I'm using that as a transition color, and I'm gonna put it all over my lid. And I'm using the McGrath brushes, the eye brushes. And again, I'm doing it above the lid of my eye because I have hooded eyes. So this is literally for someone who has hooded eyes or mature eyes. So because I don't have a lot of lid, I have to put it above the lid. And again, there's the other one. And the next color that I'm going to use is going to be called Deep Velvet. And it's like a dark brown. It's a very, very deep dark brown, and I'm layering all the colors. So this is a deeper color, and I'm doing my outer V, and this is another one of the McGrath brushes. And like I said, and I'm using, this is a one from MAC. This is a pencil brush, and I want to intensify the same color, but I'm putting it above the lid, and I'm since it's thinner, I'm using it as a stencil. And like I forgot to say, but I have those papers on the side, tape, in order to use as a stencil. And again, I'm using it above the lid of my eye. The next color that I'm going to use is called Smoke and Mirrors. And it's just like a, kind of like a medium brown, I would say. And I'm using even a smaller, like a detail brush, a smaller brush. And I'm also intensifying my outer V. Again, since I have hooded eyes, I'm using it above the lid of my eyes. And I'm creating my own lid. This is another brush. And oh no, it's the same brush, but again, like I said, I'm intensifying the outer V. Okay, here I'm gonna do a cut crease, and I'm gonna use any type of concealer that you have, and I'm gonna go a little above the hood of my eye. Since I have no lid, I'm creating my own lid there since I have hooded eyes. So I'm using a brush, a synthetic brush, and I'm using it to kind of stencil, and I'm using even a smaller brush to detail and make it more precise. Again, the color that I'm going to use there is called Sextrovert. Is that next color there. And I'm using my fingers because I feel like it has more grasp to with the heat of my finger on the lid, and I'm putting it all over where I have the concealer. Again, I'm using a little brush, and I'm kind of mixing. The next color that I'm going to use is going to be Platinize. And it's a very, very light color, and I'm gonna put it in the middle of my eye just to give it a little pop. And the next color is gonna be, it's called Ritualistic, and I'm gonna put it on the outer part of the eye. And like I said, I'm just kind of layering all the colors. I don't want it to be just one color. There I'm putting the Deep Velvet, and I'm making it very, very dark. That's like the darkest color in the palette. And this is one of the McGrath brushes, and I'm just using it to mix the colors. I don't want it to have any harsh lines, so blend is what I'm doing. And I think this is kind of like all the colors are very similar, but not really. But when you put them all together, it looks beautiful. Again, I'm using the Platinize on the my brow bone, And since I don't have a lot of lid, it has to be a very, very tiny brush. All the brushes that I'm using for hooded eyes, they're very thin. And again, I'm using one of the wing gauze brushes just to mix the colors. And I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm bringing it a little higher. And I'm kind of looking at it just to make sure. And there, I'm taking the tape off. And it just has a perfect stencil. Okay, this is with everything, foundation, concealer, and everything else done. So, okay, so the next, I'm gonna do the bottom of my eye, and the next color I'm gonna use is a deep velvet, and I'm gonna put this on the outer part of my eye. And on the inner part of my eyes, I use this Sextrovert, and I'm gonna put all that on the inner part. And all these, this is like a detail brush. This is from MAC. I'm gonna use a platinize. I'm gonna put that on the inner part of my eye, on my tear duct, just to give it a pop. And I'm kind of looking at it to see where I need it more. And again, this is just gonna give it a pop. And I'm putting it also in the middle, since I lost a little bit from mixing all the rest of the colors. Okay, there I'm doing my waterline, and this is a Milk Makeup gel liner, and I'm doing on the inner part, on the outer part of my eye. And this is a brown color what I used. And again, this is what I came up with.
This is what I came up with, and these are amazing. This is my the way I feel about anything that's Pat McGrath. And like I said, I'm just new with them. I just purchased them a few, maybe 2-3 months ago. But as you can tell, let me get a little closer. The colors are just amazing. This is from really close. And I don't know if you can see, but the colors are amazing. I mean, I love it. And they're all muted. Again, I did a cut crease in order to get this. And I love it. Thank you for watching my videos.